Hey, this is Jay. Had some friends and family ask me about doing an Ironman, what it's all about, and wanting to know about my training. So I thought I'd throw together a quick video. Um, for those of you who do triathlons, you know what this is. For those that don't, I'm doing an Ironman, which is a triathlon. It's a swim, bike, run. Ironman specifically is a 2.4 mile swim, 112 mile bike, and then a 26.2 mile run. And you have 17 hours to complete, or they pull you off the course. You pay a lot of money for it, and obviously you don't want that to happen. So you try to train hard and be prepared. So I read a book by Don Fink called Be Iron Fit. In the book, there are 3 different plans. There's a just kind of finished plan, a competitive plan, and an intermediate plan. What fit best for my schedule, my work schedule, was the intermediate plan. And it is a 30-week plan. There's a 10-week kind of a base phase, a 10-week build, and then a 10-week peak. Currently, I am getting ready to start week 13, and that's what I'm going to take you through, just kind of a week in the life of Ironman training. To track all my training, I use a device called a Garmin. It's a 910 XT. It can track my swimming, my biking, and my running, and then I can go online and log all that information. It's just kind of a great way to track and follow my progress, show you my mileage and different things. So as my training week goes on, I'll show clips of that and how my training is progressing through the week. So this is going to be week 13 of the 30-week training plan, and we'll just see how this goes. Have fun. Today is Monday. Today is a rest recovery day. No swim, biking, or running. Got to sleep in just a little bit, and now it's time to head to work. So to help speed up things in the morning, I went ahead and laid out my clothes and my running shoes. I've got my Garmin watch programmed for my specific run that I'm doing in the morning. And so it's time to go to bed. See you in the morning. So up at 5:45 this morning to get ready to go out and do a 1-hour run. So after I finished stretching and rolling, went ahead and took a shower and got ready for work, and now I've taken a few minutes to load my run into Garmin Connect, and I can take a look and see how I did this morning. So this morning was a 1-hour run. I did a 10-minute warm-up, and then had 3 3-minute sprints, and then just rest of the run was a normal heart rate zone 2. And what this graph allows us to do is just look at my heart rate and see where it jumped up when my speed jumped up. The other thing we can do is we have a calendar here, and we can kind of keep track of my progress through the week. So there's this week's. Monday was a recovery rest day, so no activities, and here we are Tuesday morning, and as we go on, the week will fill up with activities. Here's an example of a month. Just kind of gives you an idea, once it fills up, what it'll look like. So, time to go to work. So back from the swim, I've had dinner, and now I'm just loading up the swim results into Garmin Connect. And I ran into a friend, so I ended up running a little long. We sat and talked for a few minutes. But normally it's a little over an hour. I did 3,000 yards, burned 551 calories. And here is Tuesday now. I got a morning run and pool swim showing on the calendar. So I've got everything prepared for tomorrow morning's workout, and now it's time to get in bed. So this morning's workout was what we call a brick. It's where we put two of the disciplines back to back. So this morning I did a bike ride and then immediately went out for a run. It's just easier this morning, this early in the morning, just go ahead and use the trainer. This is an indoor trainer where I put the bike on a little rack. So I did 45 minutes. Ended up averaging about 21 miles an hour. And then went out for a 15-minute run, as you can see here. I think they call it a brick because your legs feel like bricks after you ride for 45 minutes. And real quick, we'll look at the calendar so far for the week. And here we have Wednesday morning's trainer and brick run. So here's this week's calendar so far with the PIO added and the yoga class added. So now it's get ready for tomorrow. Boy, it was tough getting up this morning. It's always tough Thursday mornings getting up a little extra early and heading to the pool. But I got it done. It's 3,000 yards at the North Myrtle Beach Aquatic Center. And here's the weekly calendar. And Thursday morning pool swim. Time to go to work. Tonight will be a bike, depending on the weather. It may be inside or outside. So tonight after work was a 1-hour bike ride. I went out to Barefoot Resort. There's a 5-mile loop. You can kind of see it here on the screen here. So I go out there and do like 4 loops. It takes me about an hour. Ended up doing about 21 miles between the little connector road. Averaged 21.3 miles an hour. Tonight's goal was stay in heart rate zone 2. I ended up doing about 130 beats per minute for most of the ride. And close to the end of the ride, about 45 minutes into the ride, I did a 5-minute sprint. Ended up running about 26, 27 miles an hour and ran up on traffic and had to slow down. So that was kind of a bummer. I didn't think they would like me passing them on a double yellow. So let's go over to the calendar and we can look to see how my week's filled in so far. So there we go, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and that's it for now. I'll see you all in the morning. So did an open water swim this morning. Open water swim is basically anything, well, open water, lakes, rivers, anything not in a pool basically. And we have one of the best open water swims available. We have the Atlantic Ocean, so we're very fortunate there. Of course, weather permitting. Today was pretty much perfect. We had a little bit of current with us, light winds, so it wasn't glassy per se, but it was definitely smooth. And best of all, we didn't have any jelly balls. What's a jelly ball? Well, it's kind of like a jellyfish without any tentacles. So they don't sting, but they bump into you and kind of freak you out when you're in the ocean. So we didn't have any of those this morning, so we had a good swim. And I ended up doing just about just a little over half mile. My shoulders are a little sore, so I decided not to push it. Let's real quick take a look at the calendar for the week. And once it loads up here, we can see that, there we go, we're on Friday. Week's filling in nicely. And so now it's time to go to work. See you later. So tonight was a 1-hour run. I went over to the North Myrtle Beach Sports Complex. It's
maybe 5 minutes from the house. Just wanted someplace different to run. Getting a little bored of running through the neighborhood here. So it was a 1 hour run. I ended up doing about 7.2 miles. This particular night I had a sprint at about 45 minutes into the run. Did a 5-minute sprint and then just a 10-minute cool down. So that was that. Let's take a look at the calendar. And as you can see, the week is filling in nicely. There's the ocean swim this morning, there's the run tonight, and we got a long bike ride in the morning. See you then. So Saturdays are always my long bike ride, and today I was scheduled to do a 3-hour bike ride. Met with a friend, we meet at the YMCA in Myrtle Beach, and we knocked out 3 hours, and we realized we were really close to 62 miles, which is actually a metric century. 62 miles is around 100 kilometers, and 100 being a century mark. It's kind of a milestone. I've done a couple of them and he hadn't, so we went ahead and plugged along for a little longer. So as you can see, we did 3 hours and 13 minutes and got just over 62 miles, so he got his first metric century. I thought that was pretty cool. So here's the week so far. We've got 1 day left. I've got a run to do tomorrow morning, and we'll wrap it all up. So I took a little time to get everything laid out for tomorrow morning, and now it's time to go to bed. So every Sunday is a long run. Long run just meaning anything over the normal hour. And as time goes on, I'll continue to build that time. Today was an hour and a half run, and I wanted to do something different, so I went down to North Myrtle Beach, parked at McLean Park, and basically ended up doing about 10 and a half miles, a little over, and got pretty hot. So that was a good challenge today, especially after being tired from the long bike ride yesterday. After I got back from the run, we went ahead and did a half hour of PiYo. PiYo is kind of a cross between Pilates and yoga, but it's a fast-paced, a lot of body weight movements, real good core strength, and you need to kind of keep doing that weightlifting, so to speak. And this was a great way to do a quick half hour while I was already warmed up. So we can take a quick peek at my calendar for the week now that we're done. And you can see Sundays over here, long run, and then PiYo. So that's a week of training. It's a 6-day week training. Tuesday through Friday were doubles, where I'd do something in the morning and something at night. And then Saturday and Sunday are just normally a long bike ride, long run. And then totals for the week are down here. We've got 14 hours of activity. It's a little misleading because the yoga class, it's kind of easy, it's kind of hard. It's not easy, but it's definitely not as strenuous as everything else. So you take that hour off and you get about 13 hours. 6,726 calories. It's a lot of calories. But we try to do the best to pack those back in as we go along. So real quick, just want to wrap everything up. If you made it this far, bless you. I know it was a little boring through some of that, but I wanted to give you an idea of what, a week in the training for an Ironman. It's a lot that goes into it. I definitely couldn't have do what I'm doing without Teresa. It's so many little things. Example, going to the pool, it's not just going to the pool for an hour swim. It takes almost 2.5 hours. By the time I drive over there, go through the gym, get ready to swim, get in the pool, do my swim, get out of the pool, shower off, change, drive back home. It's a huge time commitment, not just in the physical, hour run or 3-hour bike ride. It's the drive to and from. It's getting the bike ready. I have to wash my bike at least once a week, clean the chain, oil the chain, prep all those things. And a lot of times when I'm busy, Teresa's at home making my lunch for me. So when I get home from that workout, it's basically take a shower, get ready for work, and I can go because she's already packed my lunch or made dinner and done those things for me. So it's a group effort, and I'm very thankful to have her on my side. I may do another one of these. I'm going to see how this turns out, see if you guys like it. I will definitely be getting a new microphone. I know it's a little hard to hear me sometime with the fan noise. I'll fix that for next time. So let me know what you think. Anything different you want to see. Thanks.